Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fearless Broadcasting and the Josh White Racing League race here at Martinsville. Join us for just the beginning of qualifying. We have a sizzler for tonight's race. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because we'll be getting underway momentarily. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pro Tool Solution 180 here at Martinsville Speedway. My name is Pat Wilkinson. I'm usually one of the drivers for Fearless Broadcasting, so this is a nice change of pace being on this side of the booth. Tonight, once again, we have quite the sizzler of a race lined up for everybody. Starting in first place, we have Stony Bentfield. Second is Raymond Henneman. Third, Nathan Emerson. Fourth, Landon Norris. Fifth, Josh Ryder. Sixth, Devin Black. 7, John Dubois 3. Eighth, Raymond Bell. Ninth, Marshall Harris. 10th, Dylan Smith. 11th, Thaddeus Friel Jr. 12th, Timothy Cotton. 13th, Ethan Farless. And that's all I've got on my time screen here that has qualified so far. Once again, folks, we're just about to get started here with the Josh White Racing League's race here at Martinsville, the Pro Tool Solutions 180. Once again, Stony Benfield leads the pack, and we'll be starting the race in the first position, followed by Raymond Hanneman on his outside in the 85. Number 1 car is the car of Nathan Emerson. 96 is Landon Norris. Car number 5 is Josh Ryder. Car number 24 in the 6th position is Devin Black. Car number 57 is John DuBois III in 7th position. Yep. As we are underway here for the pace laps, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we hope you enjoy my first ever broadcast. So I apologize if this first go around isn't exactly the most stellar thing out there, but we're going to give it a good try. One more lap to green this time by. Once again, we are going to have a fantastic race, 180 laps here at the Martinsville Speedway. This will be a fantastic race. If anything from practice and qualifying had to say about it before we started the live stream here, let's hope for a good race. Pace car is about to pull on in. We're about to go green flag racing here at Martinsville. Pace car is off. 7 car resumes his position in the lead. Of course, our friend Stony Benfield. And we are green flag racing here at Martinsville. Seven car running right up the inside of the 85. 85 locking up a little bit on the outside. 7 car resumes position up in the front of the pack.
The yellow flag is out.
And we have a caution. Let's see what happened here. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. We'll head on towards the back of the field. Ethan Farless is way behind the pack here, trying to catch back up. A lot of cars have fallen back. I'm not entirely sure as to what happened. Cannot get the replay to really work for me here. I apologize. Raymond Bell crashed. Let's go take a look at that. What happened with Raymond Bell? What just happened? Oh, there he goes. Let's take a quick little replay here. Oh. So he missed pit road entry, went too fast into it, locked up, and slid right on back out, and then spun out into the inside wall. Unfortunate accident early on into the race, but a lot of race left. We'll see what he can do with it as we rejoin our leader in the number 7, Stony Benfield, once again. And it looks to be that Ethan Farless was originally the one that brought out the caution. I'm not entirely sure how to go back to that event. Here we go. So he's coming around. Oh boy, quite the pile up in front of him. Looks like the 70, the 4, 26.
Green.
Whoop, and we're green flag again. I didn't realize we were 1 to green. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. And off they go once again. Green flag racing. Following the 1 car of Nathan Emerson now. And the 96. The 1 car shoving the 85 out, and the yellow is out again. Timothy Cotton has crashed now. Yellow flag is coming out. Timothy Cotton, the 4 car here. Let's see what happens. Oop, locks up and slides into the wall. Gets a little shove from the 98. Almost takes out the 70. That was very close. And he gets it rolling again. I'm just getting some word from the boss here. I'm really trying here, Ethan, I promise. First, broadcast jitters. Never know how they're gonna really go. It's alright. Once again, field is pacing with... Oh. Oh, that'd be why. Oops. We will put that back on. Why?
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Well, seems to me that we've lost my timesheets for tonight for some reason. Unfortunately, I do not understand what is going on with them. So I guess I'm just gonna have to call out the timesheets manually, because obviously in the top left corner of your screen all it says is replay. Oh well. Weird, once again, Green Flag Racing's number 7 takes off like a bullet on the inside line. The 85 right behind him, one not too far behind of Nathan Emerson.
The yellow flag
And
is
Dylan
out.
Smith has crashed. Let's take a look at what's happened. Dylan Smith in the 71, little too hot, and scrapes the wall, slings around to the inside, keeps it off the wall, nearly takes out Ethan Fearless there of the number 28 car, backs it up, and resumes racing. Unfortunate event there, but it happens. It's Martinsville after all. Just to update you on the field, Stoney Benfield is still in the lead, number 7 car, number 85 of Raymond Hanneman right behind him. Nathan Emerson in the 1 car in 3rd position. Landon Norris in the 96 in 4th. Josh Ryder in the number 5 car in 5th. Shane Johnson has made up 10 places from 16th to 6th in that number 35 Toyota. Fantastic job. Ethan Dietrich also making up moves. He's moved up to P7 from 14th in the number 25 Toyota, excuse me. Raymond Bell in 8th position in the 26th. John Dubois in the number 57 Chevrolet. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in the number 98 4th, bringing up 10th position. Ethan Farless in the number 28th and 11th. Marshall Harris in the 70 Ford in 12th. Dylan Smith 45 in the 71 Chevrolet in 13th position. And Timothy Cotton in 14th in the number 4. Coming back to 1 to green. Number 7 car taking the inside once again. 85 on the outside. That is, of course, Stoney Benfield and Raymond Heineman in respective. Sorry, English.
Green, green, green.
Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Coming around to the restart zone. We'll be racing once again momentarily. Stacking them up really good here. Got to make sure that they don't wreck anybody coming through the turn. Through the restart zone. 7 takes off like a bullet once again. 85 challenging the 1 for the inside. One car takes it. 85 runs around the outside and takes it right back. Running down into turn 3, excuse me. Sorry. Coming back around for another lap. Once again, you are watching the Fearless Broadcasting YouTube channel, and I am Pat Wilkinson calling your race for you. And again, I apologize thoroughly for however this goes tonight. 85 under pressure by the 1 car, once again. '85 and the 1 racing side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. 85 locking up a little bit, got to make sure he doesn't run too wide. 96.5 and the 20 and the 85, excuse me, I'm sorry.
The yellow flag is out.
And the caution's out again. Josh Ryder. Let's take a look. This is the 5 car locking up getting a little neck code, little love tap from the 35 there maybe? I'm not sure. Able to keep it going, not a lot of damage, just a little ding to the quarter panel. Might have scraped the wall a little bit there. Oop. A little bit of clutch and burnout would have helped you there, buddy. But that's okay. Ooh, leader's coming right back around to him as he's getting back underway. Coming back one to go this time by before the green flag. Number 7 taking the pole position on the restart. Number 1 on the outside. 85 taking up 3rd place. 96 taking up 4th on the outside. That's Stony Benfield in the 7. Nathan Emerson in the 1. Raymond Heineman in the 85. And Landon Norris in the 96. As pace car comes off into turn 3, coming around for the restart zone. And another huge jump from the 7. Huge speed from that 7 car tonight. He's just got somebody's number out there tonight. He is just in another zip code out here. 85 taking position back from the 1 car, returning to 2nd place. As we come back around for another lap.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the yellow flag is out once again. It seems to be the number 26 car is at an issue. Whoa, and 35 goes around. Raymond Bell and Ethan Farless have had an accident. Let's see what's happened here. 26 behind the 28 of Farless. And the 26 dumps the 28. That is an interesting development. Wonder what caused that. And Raymond Bell has wrecked under caution as well. Oh, that is the 26. Oops. Never mind. That's old news now. Well, let's see if we can get Ethan Farless into the room here. Oh, he's not even on the Discord. Well, otherwise I would have invited him up. That's a shame. Oh well. .24 being led around on the outside, gaining his lap back. I believe that is Devin Black in the 24 Ford, returning to the back of the field. Once again, folks, this is the John White Racing League Pro Tools Solution 180 at Martinsville Speedway. Bit of an interesting race so far, in my opinion. A lot of cautions, a lot of very early wrecks, not a lot of green flag racing, not a lot of time to get these cars really warmed up to use their brakes. I think that's part of what the problem has been as we come around to one to go, entering turn one. Entering turn one, ignoring the spotter, obviously, because I'm not racing tonight. Pace car exiting turn two as that whole field stacks back up. I think that because we've not had a lot of opportunity to go green flag, these cars just aren't warmed up yet. These cars don't have any temp in their tires, no temp in the brakes, and these guys are just everywhere. There's nothing any of them can do. The 85 and the 1 are really looking for that first place from the 7. As the 7 takes off, and we are green flag once again. 85 had a good jump there too, just couldn't make it happen. Trying to snake back down to the inside, taking the position back from the number 1 car to move back up to second. As we enter turn 3 and 4, we have completed yet another lap here at Martinsville. Moving more towards the back of the pack, the 557 and the 70 all trying to fight for the position here. The 57 looking up the inside of the 5, and we have another caution. Stony Benfield has crashed. Our leader has crashed. The 85 overtook him. He locks up and spins. Keeps it off the wall, though. Fantastic job from the 7 keeping that thing straight. Oh, but we have the 26 and the 57 wrecking each other towards the back of the field. Oh, dear. That's not very good. Let's take a look at that replay as well. Let's take a look. That was the... That's happened with the 24 as well. 24 seems to have had an accident. Whoa! And there's a pileup on the front stretch. Let's take a look here. Here's Ethan Farless, once again. Coming around to the wreck of... Whoa! The 70 dumps the 26. And the 29 gets dumped by the 78 and the 4. Huge pileup exiting turn 4. Some serious bad luck out there tonight. What's happened here? Seem to be gridding up once again. I'm trying to get this to show me the leader. There we go. The number 7 is back in the lead? Really? Okay. As we go back towards the green flag, everybody stacked up once again. Pace car coming in. Number 7, 85, the 1, the 96, and the 5 are your top 5 cars. As you can see on screen, followed by the 71. Will be exit turn 4, entering the restart zone. And the 7 launches off again with a little bit of help from the 1. 85 is hot on his heels though. And as they enter turn 1, 85 running a little bit towards the outside, the 7 on the inside. 85 seems to have the momentum off the top of the corner as he looks down towards the inside. 7 on the inside, of course, taking the position away again from the 85.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution comes out again for Raymond Bell. Let's take another look. Raymond Bell in the 26 car, the blue Chevrolet right here. Punts the 85 and gets punted by the 1 and gets spun out right at the start line. Seems to me that there's just some voodoo out there on the track tonight. .25 locking up a little bit into turns 1 and 2 as they come around towards the pace car. Again, these cars are just really just not warmed up yet. I don't think anybody's having a lot of luck with grip or brake power just yet. The more time we spend behind the pace car means less time that's going to be able to happen. So your new updated timing and your new updated sheets. Ethan Dietrich of the number 25 Toyota has made up 13 positions and is now your leader. Landon Norris in the 96 Ford has made up 2 and is now in 2nd place. Dylan Smith is in 3rd in the number 71 Chevrolet. Josh Ryder in the number 5 Ford is up to 4th. Thaddeus Friel Jr. is up to 5th in his number 98 Ford. Devin Black in the number 24 Ford is up to 6th. Raymond Hanneman is up to 7th in the number 85. Stoney Benfield has fallen from his first place position down to 8th after those few wrecks. Unfortunate. Nathan Emerson is in 9th. Ethan Farless in 10th. Shane Johnson in 11th. Marshall Harris in 12th. Raymond Bell 13th. John Dubois in 14th. Timothy Cotton in 15th. And Brendan Carroll in 16th. One to go this time by 25. I was about to say, I thought he was about to take the outside on the restart. That would be a bold strategy at this point in the race. Takes the inside position, coming back with 1 to go. Spotter. Once again, folks, I do apologize. I'm not entirely sure what has happened with my broadcasting equipment, but it seems to have failed me in the first 20 or so laps of this race. And I wholeheartedly apologize. As we go back to green, 25 and the 96 taking off together. Very close restart. And we have another yellow flag immediately after the green. Marshall Harris this time. The 70 spins out and he saves it from going into the pit lane wall and spins out again, riding the curb, scrapes the inside wall, and brings out the caution once more. And Ethan Farless has had an accident. What's happened to Ethan? Trying to slow back down as the pace car comes out, and he stops on track. Wonder what happened to Ethan. have had a bit of a tech issue on his side, but that's okay. Ethan Dittrich of the 25 Toyota trying to dupe out anybody trying to go into the pits. Not a bad idea, my friend. Not a bad idea. Ethan Farless has crashed again, according to my timesheets. What happened now, Ethan? Coming around turns 3 and 4. And he stops again. Interesting predicament. Whoa! Even more accidents have happened now, according to this. What is going on at Martinsville tonight? Catching up to the queue. He stops again. The 78 and the 70 run into the back of him. What is going on with Ethan Farless tonight? He is having some bad luck. Of course, I feel bad for Marshall Harris and Brendan Carroll, who both ran into the back of him. As once again we rejoin our leaders. Switch over to a different camera angle for all you ladies and gentlemen. See how this looks for a little while. Once again, the 25 taking the inside line. On the outside is the 98 of 96, excuse me, of Landon Norris. Number 5 of Josh Ryder on the inside. In 3rd place, Dylan Smith in 4th on the outside, and the number 71 Chevrolet. As we come back to 1 to green. Pace car is off, entering turns 3 and 4. And we are green flag racing once again. Ethan Dittrich with another great start, taking the inside line early, away from that 96. He slides up a little bit, that's okay. 96 falls way back, as there is a lot of problems behind the field. Nathan Emerson with apparently an accident. Nathan Emerson in the number 1 car here on the outside line gets pile driven by the 26 into turn 1. That is just some bad mojo. Unfortunately, the way it goes here at Martinsville, sometimes, especially at such a short circuit, you're trying to keep things rolling, and all of a sudden, everybody that's in front of you is stopped. Not exactly the best position to be in as we ride around with Landon Norris as we come back under the pace car once again. Oop. Number 25 catching back up to the Toyota Camry pace car. Oh, that's not even a Camry. I don't even know what that is. Oh well. Generic pace car here. Brendan Carroll in the pit lane in the number 78. He's got some good damage on that nose. You can see it from even this camera angle. He is in 16th position in last. As we come around turns 1 and 2, your starting order once again is the number 25 Toyota of Ethan Dittrich, the number 96 Ford of Landon Norris on the outside, number 5 of Josh Ryder in 3rd, Dylan Smith in the number 71 Chevrolet in 4th, excuse me. As the pace car is off, Entering turns 3 and 4 as we are about to go green flag once again. Entering the restart zone. Let's see if we can get some speed into these cars. As the 25 takes off out of the restart zone, leaving the 96 wide open to follow him down to the inside. 96 doesn't have a lot of turn-in by the looks of it, as he took a minute to get there. 96 in the wall as the 5 chases him down. 96 going way wide again, leaving all the room in the world for the 85 to take back second place, chasing the 25 down into turn 1. So we ride around further towards the back, the 571 and the 70-71 major lockups into turn 3 and 4. Manages to keep it straight, get it around that corner. Very good job from that 71 car. A lot of damage on the 71 as some of the cars behind go wide, very wide. That is the number 57 of John Dubois. Number 96 riding the wall as well, a little bit. That's okay. As long as you don't knock your steering out of whack, you should be okay around here. Sky seems to be clearing up. Hopefully that improves track temperature, and hopefully that gives us some better green flag racing. As I think for the first time tonight, we've made more than a handful of laps, and the 71 and 5 come together. The 26 coming in as well. Way too hot. 71 and the 26 as the 57 spins out. John Dubois, let's take a look at what happened to you, my friend. Just seems to lose it coming out of turn 2. Take a better look at this here. Rewind a little bit. Runs way wide, loses his grip, and just into the wall. And Timothy Cotton, let's see what happened with Timothy. He's the 4 car here, riding behind the number 57. Way over speed in the corner and tackles the 57. And Timothy Cotton is in the pits. Getting towed back to the pits right now, and we will see what's happening with him later in the race. Updated standings here. Number 25 of Ethan Dietrich is still leading. Number 85 of Raymond Heinemann in the 85 is back up to second place. What a absolute riot from him, making up that many positions in such a short time. Stony Benfield, excuse me, in the number 7 Ford is back up to third. Not a bad shout from him either. Marshall Harris has made up 5 places in the number 70. Josh Ryder is back in 5th place in the number 5 Ford. Landon Norris is down 2 positions from where he started in the number 96. He's down to 6th position. Raymond Bell in the number 26 Chevrolet has made a place up to 7th. Devin Black is down 2 positions in the number 24 Ford. Ethan Farless has made up 4 places in the number 28 Ford. Nathan Emerson is down 7 in the number 1. Dylan Smith is down 1 position in the 71 Chevrolet. Thaddeus Friel Jr. is down 1 position in the number 98 Ford. Shane Johnson is up 3 in the number 35 Toyota. As we come back towards 1 to go before green flag. Of course, Ethan taking the inside line on the restart. Raymond rolling up to the outside, number 85. Stony Benfield and Marshall Harris taking up 3rd and 4th, inside and outside respectively. Josh Ryder in 5th on the inside, Landon Norris on the outside in P6.
Green flag.
As we come back around towards the green flag. Pace car is off, entering turn 3, coming back around for the restart zone.
The yellow flag is out.
And there's been a caution. Has there been a caution? It appears we are back to green flag racing. Whoa! Huge move from the 7, spins himself out! Stony Benfield has spun himself out on the restart. Overcommitted into the corner and tags the 25, taking out the 70, 96, and the 24. That was a bit of a bold move there, in my opinion. Especially on a restart once your brakes are cooled back down once again. Unfortunate move, and I think he's going to be the biggest loser there. Unfortunately, he's been doing so good tonight, especially since he made up a lot of places to come back after that. Marshall Harris is... Oh. According to my timesheet, it says he's in the pit lane. Cars are starting to come in for pits and repairs, especially with how tonight's been going. Raymond Hanneman is now up to the lead. The number 70 now enters the pit lane, followed by Josh Ryder in the number 5. Raymond Bell is in the number 26 Chevrolet. He's up to 3rd. Dylan Smith up to 4th in that 71 Chevrolet. Ethan Farless has made up 8 places and is now in 5th place. Fantastic work from all these drivers tonight. Nathan Emerson is down 3 places to Thaddeus Friel Jr. Excuse me, that difficult name to pronounce. Is up to 7th, making up 4 places. Ethan Dietrich. Oh, my timesheets have updated. Hang on 1 second. Raymond Hanneman is in 1st. Josh Ryder is in 2nd. Raymond Bell 3rd. Dylan Smith 4th. Nathan Emerson 5. Ethan Farless 6th. As we come back around for the restart. We will ride on board with Raymond Hanneman, excuse me, friendly Canadian, in the number 85 Ford. Made a lot of moves early in the race, trying to take away that inside line from that number 7 of Stony Benfield. Let's see if he can run away with it this time as they enter turn 4 and head back to the restart zone. And he is off to the races into turn 1, followed closely by the number 5. Has there been a crash? Some big pack racing towards the back of the field. We ride on board with them once again. Does not appear to me that we are under any form of yellow, so let's keep riding along. Let's see what the excitement's all about. Huge pack towards the back. A lot of cars working together. 98, 24, 96, I believe. And there's been a crash. Ethan Farless in the wall. Let's take a look at what's happened. Ethan on the outside. Leaders coming on by. Ethan overshoots the corner, locks it up. And that's it. Unfortunate, but it happens. Raymond Hanneman into the pit lane. Dylan Smith will take the lead from Raymond Hanneman and the number 5 of Josh Ryder. He will stay out followed closely by Nathan Emerson. Thaddeus Field Jr., I believe, in third place. Shane Johnson. Shane Johnson seems to be further up on the timesheet than where I'm seeing in the race. This is interesting. I do not understand. That is, I'm pretty sure, the video title tonight. Well, point being, the number 71 of Dylan Smith is up to the lead of this race, followed closely by the 1 and the 35. As we come back around, I believe we have one more to go after this, then we will be going back to green flag the lap after that. So your official updated standings are Dylan Smith in the...
Green flag.
We're not green flag, dude. We're not. Stop. Apparently, my iRacing got off sync. I wholeheartedly apologize for that. Not sure why that's happened. We are on lap 83 of 180. And we are back to green flag. I don't understand how that's happened, but here we are. I'm sorry, folks. That doesn't make any sense to me. We'll jump back on the leader. The number 1 of Nathan Emerson. He's in the number 1 Ford, followed by the number 85 of Raymond Hanneman. Dylan Smith in the 71, close on their tails. Running along with the number 98 now for a minute here as they enter turn 1 and 2. Being followed closely by that number 25. Number 25 car has been really hot all night. Stony Benfield of the number 7 Ford has also been really fast tonight. We'll see if he can get back up to the higher places. Saying that, he's already back up to 4th place. And the number 4 goes around. Timothy Cotton of the number 4 Ford. Runs a little wide into turn 4. That's okay. And gets pile driven by the 1. I'm not sure if the 1 car saw him or realized what the number 4 was doing. That is unfortunate. Marshall Harris has had an accident as well. What's happened to the number 70? 70 coming out of 3 and 4. 35 in the wall behind him. Taps the wall and spins out. And that's unfortunate for the number 70 of the number 70 Ford of Marshall Harris. He's jumped out and he's been towed back to the pits. We go back live. Nathan Emerson taking back first position. Raymond Hanneman right behind him. Dylan Smith in 3rd. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 4th. Josh Ryder in 5th. Devin Black in 6th. Landon Norris in 7th. Shane Johnson in 8th, Stoney Benfield in 9th, Ethan Dietrich in 10th, Ethan Farless 11th, Marshall Harrison 12th, Brendan Carroll in 13th, Raymond Bell in 14th, Timothy Cotton, who just jumped out to the pits, he's in 15th, John Dubois in 16th place. Unfortunate night for a lot of drivers out there, but there's still a long way to go. Again, folks, I apologize for my displays. I do not understand what has been going on with them, and being my first broadcast, unfortunately for everybody, it's going to be a little scuffed anyway. Once again, folks, this is the Pro Tool Solutions 180 at Martinsville Speedway for Josh White Racing Esports League. We hope that you've been enjoying it thus far, despite, well, everything that's been going on. I apologize for that, folks, as we come back to 1 to go. The number 1 lining up on the inside of Nathan Emerson. Raymond Hanneman on the outside in the 85 Ford as well. 71 of Dylan Smith lining up behind Nathan. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 4th on the outside. Those are your top 4. A lot of cars still on the lead lap. So it still could be really anyone's race as we come back around turns 3 and 4 back to Green Flag Racing here at Martinsville. Lap 93 of 180. Number 85 working his magic around the outside, taps the wall, but gets around the 1 car. Huge move from the 85. 1 car locks it up behind him, giving a little bump. And we're yellow once again. Stoney Benfield, Landon Norris, Brendan Carroll, and Shane Johnson have all had a big crash behind him. 7 taps the 96 and doors the wall, takes out the 35. Ethan Farless with what a save from them. And let's see what happened to Shane Johnson as well. Oh, that was the 35, I see. But gets pile driven into the wall, and that's his rear axle gone on the rear left. Unfortunate accident there. Nothing you can really do about that, especially if there's another car coming back up off the track and right into your door. We go back live. Nathan Emerson in the pits. Raymond Hanneman taking the lead once again in the number 85 Ford. Ethan Farless getting the wave around on the outside. 14 cautions here at Martinsville. Unfortunate for a lot of guys out there tonight. A lot of cars now lapped down. Ethan Farless getting his lap back. Lucky for him. Shane Johnson, Brendan Carroll, Marshall Harris, Timothy Cotton, and Raymond Bell are at least 1 lap down each. Unfortunate, but a lot of race left to go. Unfortunately, the number 70 of Marshall Harris is out. Timothy Cotton is down 14 laps. Raymond Bell is out, and John Dubois is also out. A lot of unfortunate racing here tonight. Then again, it's also Martinsville. It's a very short track with a lot of speed. If you're not careful, you're going to put yourself in the wall. As we come back to 1 to go this time by number 85 lining up the inside, 71 outside, 5 behind the 85,
25 behind the 71. Enter turns 3 and 4, heading back towards the restart zone. We are green flag. Once again, 85 with a heck of a launch. 71 being left in the dust. 71 late on the brakes. Big slide from him. Keeps it straight as they come around to turn 1 and 2. Number 25 car in the wall a little bit. That's okay. Main point is going to be trying to keep it out of the wall. As we take a ride around with the number 98. Thaddeus Friel Jr. A little more towards the middle of the pack. A lot of cars around him. A lot of cars to work with, hopefully. Number 25 car just in front of him. Let's see if they can work some magic. Number 7 in front of them as well. A lot of really fast cars got caught up in a lot of wrecks early on. We'll see if these guys can make up some speed here. We'll see what we can... see what kind of racing we have for the last 79 laps here at Martinsville. Jumping back over to our leader here, the 85 of Raymond Hanneman. Just walking away from the field. Tapping the wall a little bit there, that's okay. But now that we have some green flag laps going, we might see a lot of these cars start to come to life. Hopefully, the ones without some damage won't be in too bad a shape. We'll be able to keep going. A lot of these cars seeming to have some problems on the turn-in. Number 71 of Dylan Smith just behind. Huge lockup into 3. Number 7 of Stoney Bedfield make up a lot of time there on the Dylan Smith car, 71. Huge lockup from the 7. A lot of lockups. Still surprising that this many cars are still not quite up to snuff yet. Or it's just because of the damage that all these cars have. Look at the nose on that 7 especially. Completely caved in. Lap 105 with 180 here at Martinsville. Huge slide from the 71. He's in the wall. Keeps it going. Lucky break for him. Doesn't get tapped by the 1 or anybody else. He slides back down into position. He is back down to 5th place. Let's go to the back of the lead lap here. Ethan Farless in the 28. Seems to be in a bit of a world all by himself, unfortunately. 11 seconds down off the leader. But that seems to be alright. He seems to be making some good speed going despite having a lot of front and rear damage. Let's see what he can keep doing in that number 28 car. Jumping up to Josh Ryder here in the number 5 Ford Mustang. Miller Lite Genuine Draft Mustang. That is a very nice paint job on that car, I must admit. Yellow flag is out. Why is there a yellow flag out? Did Timothy Cotton miss the pit lane? Oh! He slid into pit road, and that was the end of it. Unfortunate for Timothy Cotton. He's already not doing too hot in the race. My guess is that he's trying to back up into oncoming traffic. Of course, at a short track like this, that's really hard to do. So he just sneaks into the pit lane, and I think that may have given him a penalty this part in the race. That pace car always kind of throws me off, I must admit. Number 85 of Raymond Hanneman in the pits. Number 7 holding up just with them. Number 5 and the number 5 and I believe that's Devin Black, yes, in the number 24. They're all pitting now. Lots of cars coming in for pits, especially this point in the race. Race off pit road, 85, followed by the 71, followed by the 98, 24, 5, and the 4. And then Ethan Farless, and then the number 7 of Stony Benfield, coming off pit road as we head back around the track once again. Ethan Dietrich back up to the lead in the number 25 Camry. That's another fantastic paint job, I must admit. I love the orange, black, and white colors on that car. That is a fantastic paint for that vehicle. Oop. Seems our friend's internet blipped out for a second there. That's okay. Come back one to go this time by Ethan Dietrich, Nathan Emerson, Landon Norris, Raymond Hanneman, Dylan Smith, Thaddeus Friel Jr., Devin Black, Josh Ryder, Ethan Farless, and Stony Benfield are your top 10 on the lead lap. Brennan Carroll, Timothy Cotton, Shane Johnson, Marshall Harris, Raymond Bell, and John Dubois are either laps down or out as the pace car pulls off. 25 and the 1 entering turns 3 and 4. Coming back around for some green flag action once again here at Martinsville.
Green, green, green. The yellow flag is out.
And the caution is out again. Timothy Cotton seems to have had another bit of an incident. Number 4 car here, Timothy Cotton. Here we go. Green flag is out and misjudges the corner and spins out into the outside wall. It is just not his night tonight. Jump back on board with our leader, Ethan Dietrich. A lot of unfortunate racing here tonight in Martinsville. Of course, folks, when I have a little more time to make all of this happen, I'll make sure that all the leagues that we broadcast here with Fearless Motorsports and broadcasting channels, we will make sure that all of the logos are correct for their respective leagues. Unfortunately, I did not have them all for tonight, and especially since in the 20 minutes at the end of practice, I was busy setting up 2 extra monitors to try and make this all work. First day glitches, am I right? Set that over to gap so we can actually see how everybody's really doing across the top of your screens, of course. Coming back to 1 to green, this time by Ethan Dietrich in the number 25 Toyota on the inside, Nathan Emerson, on the outside in the number 1 Ford, followed by Landon Norris, Raymond Hanneman, Thaddeus Friel Jr., Dylan Smith, Devin Black, Josh Ryder, Ethan Farless, and Stony Benfield, all on the lead lap. Number 78 of Brennan Carroll, 1 lap down. As we come back, pace car is off through 3 and 4. 96 trying to get a little bit of action. That 25 prematurely.
Green, green, green.
25's gone. Green flag. 1 riding all the way up to the outside wall. 85 losing out a little bit there, running wide, but getting a huge run. Getting sandwiched a little bit. Got to make sure you're not going to get crushed between the wall there. 85 comes out on top in front of the 1. A lot of cars back here riding with the number 98. Huge pack back here. Group 71 in the wall, scraping the wall, and the 5 goes around.
The yellow flag is out.
7, excuse me. Landon Norris has had an accident. Number 96, Landon Norris having an accident. Number 98 loses the rear, slides up into the back of him, taking him out. That's just unfortunate. I thought I saw something happen with that number 7 or the number 4 car earlier. Or was that the number 5? I believe something happened earlier. A lot of unfortunate racing here tonight, once again, as we head back to our live feed. The Diaz Field Jr., the number 98 car. Jumping back up towards the front of the field, riding on board with the number 24 of Devin Black. Number 78 car goes around of Brendan Carroll, trying to get his lap back. Ethan Dietrich still leading, Raymond Heineman in second, Nathan Emerson in third, Devin Black in fourth, making up another 2 places. Stoney Benfield in fifth, Dylan Smith in sixth, Ethan Farless making up a lot of ground, back up to 7th place. Number 8 is the Diaz Field Jr. Down in 9th is the 5 of Josh Ryder. And in 10th right now is the 96 Ford of Landon Norris. There goes the 25's internet again. He's back. And better than ever. I hope you've all been enjoying it as much as I have. This has been a fantastic night of racing. Despite all the cautions, it has been very fun to watch. Of course, when you actually have the live feed, that makes everything a lot better. But, hey, first day difficulties. Oops. Things to know for tomorrow's broadcast with the Wild West Racing League as well. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting that race as well. Of course, we have tonight's race to finish first, the Pro Tool Solutions 180 here at Martinsville Speedway. Josh White Racing League's WDH Design Cup Series cars. These are all the next-gen Chevy Camaros, Toyota Camrys, and Ford Mustangs of the 2024 and 25 seasons of NASCAR. As we come back, pace car is off, out of turn 4, number 25 on the pole. Green flag, here we go. Taking off again, not as much of a run this time. 85 just a little bit to the outside once again. One holding to the bottom of the inside, trying to prevent the 85 from taking the place. 85 takes it anyway with a run off of turn 2. 85 locking up into 3, losing it again a little bit into turn 4, but keeps the place.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution's out again. The Diaz Friel, again, the number 98 car, has crashed. Loses it coming out of 4, gets pile driven by the 96, and smashed into the wall. Really, really unfortunate racing here tonight for a lot of these drivers. Half the field has had some pretty big wrecks. We come back to the live feed. Number 25 of Ethan Dietrich still leading. 85 of Raymond Hanneman still behind him. Stoney Benfield has made up a heck of a job and is back up to 3rd place. That is some masterclass work right there. Nathan Emerson in the pits, losing a few places, of course, under the caution, but still a good bit of racing left to go. Fresh tires now could make up for a lot of time later. Number 78 car making up another lap, going by on the pace car. Brendan Carroll making up another lap. That's good for him. Hopefully we see him back in the action. Number 78 Ford Mustang. One more lap, and then we'll be one more to go for the green flag once again. It is 9:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we are still a good bit away from the end of this race, and it still, realistically, could be anybody's race. Ethan Dietrich, of course, in the 25, still leading the pack, making up 13 places off of the start. That is a fantastic race on his part. Devin Black making up some good spots too. He's made up 2 spots since the start. Dylan Smith making up 5 since the start of the race. Ethan Farless, has made up 7 positions since the start of this race, and he's had some of the hardest hits, and he's still on the lead lap. So I commend him and his efforts for tonight. Thaddeus Friel Jr. has made up 3 places as well. That is amazing to me. A lot of cars still in this race. Pace cars coming off. 25 car leading them through turns 3 and 4. 85 on the outside. Number 7 on the inside. He's another car to watch out for. 7 giving a little push.
Green, green, green.
25's off, followed by the 85 and the 7. 24 and the 7 really racing side by side into the turn 1. 85 pushing the 25 a little bit through the turn 2. That's okay. 7 bumping the 85 a little bit.
The yellow flag is out.
And we're under caution once again. Ethan Farless has had a crash. Oh no! Locks it up and smashes the inside wall. Unfortunate race for him tonight. He can get that thing turned back around, and I think he can get back in this if it didn't damage him too much. Didn't look like it. Man, he should be okay. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Let's take a look at the race information. Oh, I thought that'd have more than that. Apologies. Maybe we won't look at that. Let's take a look at the race. We'll hide that. We're on lap 132 of 180. We have 48 laps still to go. Still a lot of good cars out there. And a lot of these guys still have a lot of really good cars left in them. Of course, as we roll around Martinsville, these cars are going to keep cooling on down because, of course, we haven't had a whole lot of green flag racing to really warm any of these cars up. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these cars haven't pitted, honestly, because we haven't been green flag enough to warrant a pit stop. Maybe fuel, but definitely not tires. Not by my looks. Lap 134 of 180 will be lap 135 as we come back to green flag this time by. Number 25 followed by the number 85 on the outside. Number 7 of Stony Benfield just behind the 25 of Devin Black in 4th. Dylan Smith in 5th. Nathan Emerson in 6th. Josh Ryder in 7th. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 8th. Ethan Farless in 9th. And those are your lead lap cars as we see the pace car go off into the pits. Round turns 3 and 4 once again. And we are green flag racing.
Green flag.
25 takes off once again. Followed closely by the 85. 7 pushing really hard to take that inside line away. 85 manages to keep it. Very good racing from them. 85 pushes to the inside. 7's around.
Caution.
And the
Yellow flag.
24 is in the wall. Devin Black. Let's take a look. This is him on the center of your screen. 24 car. Watching that 7. Locks him up. Tags the 7 a little bit. Clips the curb and is around. Not much you can really do about that. A lot of unfortunate racing here tonight. Raymond Hanneman managed to take the lead away, excuse me, from Ethan Dietrich and Dylan Smith. One of the fastest and probably one of the cleanest cars on track still. The 85, 71, the 1 are now in the head of the pack. Stoney Benfield of the 7, Ethan Dietrich of the 25 Toyota, Josh Ryder and Devin Black are all in the pits. We will see if that does anything for them. Some fresh rubber with only about, I think, 40 laps to go, somewhere in there. A lot of racing still left to do, but I think if they can try to keep it a little bit cleaner than whatever this demolition derby that they're running right now is, I think that this will be a great race to the finish, especially with a lot of these cars up towards the front, again, of Raymond Hanneman, Dylan Smith, Nathan Emerson, Ethan Farless, and then, you know, some of the cars towards the back of the field. Stoney Benfield, who's in the pits again. That's interesting. Josh Ryder, Devin Black are two other very fast cars to watch out for. They've been absolutely on fire tonight. Landon Norris getting his lap back. Good for him. Number 96 car that just went on by. It appears to me that we are coming back to the green flag and we're not gridded up yet. Everybody's still single file. Should be live.
Green flag, green flag.
That was strange. I'm not sure why they did that. But that was a single file restart. Number 85 leads us off as the 71 chases him down. Nathan Emerson in third, Thaddeus Field Jr. in fourth. And the yellow flag is out. Josh Ryder has crashed. Number 5 car. Ethan Farless tags the wall and tags the 5 and drags him into the wall. Perhaps that's why we had a single file restart. Oh, and the 5 just kind of nose dived into the wall there, coming off of turn 3, trying to get turned back around. We jump back on board with Raymond Hanneman, going back live. Number 85 car, keeping it really clean tonight. Sure, a lot of lockups, but I think, to my knowledge, he hasn't used really any repair time. And if he has, it's only been for a little bit of bumps and scrapes. He's looking pretty good in that number 85 car. Once again, the number 78 going flying on by. Raymond Hanneman leading the pack. Dylan Smith in second. Nathan Emerson in third. Thaddeus Field Jr. in fourth. Ethan Dietrich in fifth. Devin Black in sixth. Stoney Benfield in seventh. Josh Ryder in eighth. Brennan Carroll in 9th, Landon Norris in 10th, Ethan Farless now a lap down in 11th, Timothy Cotton in 12th, Shane Johnson in 13th, Marshall Harris in 14th, Raymond Bell in 15th, and John Dubois in 16th. And a lot of these cars are either out or in the pits or laps down, which is truly unfortunate. One to go this time by. Are we doing single file restart again? 85, 71, the 1. Everybody is running up that top line. That is interesting. They might have gone for the decision of going to single file restarts for sake of finishing the race. Let's see if that helps them any better than it did this last time. Number 85 Ford Dark Horse Mustang leading us back around turn 4 to the restart zone, and green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Taking off once again. 71 close on his heels with a lot of front end damage. Where did that come from? And the number 85 has taken off. He is completely gone. Jumping back towards some of the actual pack here. Number 1 car, Nathan Emerson.
Yellow flag is out.
And we're out with another caution. Timothy Cotton again. The number 4 car, center screen. Too much gas and spins her out. He should be able to keep that thing going, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes here at Martinsville. We all know that, knowing racing, of course. He's already back out on track. Probably just slid up the tires a little bit. He's okay. Number 1 car coming in for the pit stop. 98, way late on the commitment. He might have illegally entered the pits. He might not have counted that. Thaddeus Friel may have been too late on the commitment. That might have really impacted his race there. Raymond Hanneman holding the lead. Dylan Smith in second. Ethan Dietrich in third. Devin Black in fourth. Landon Norris in fifth. Brennan Carroll in sixth. Stony Benfield in seventh. Thaddeus Friel Jr., the number 98, back out on track in eighth. Nathan Emerson in ninth. Josh Ryder in 10th. Ethan Farless is 11th place. Timothy Cotton in 12th, Shane Johnson in 13th, Marshall Harris in 14th, Raymond Bell in 15th, and John Dubois in 16th place. Of course, Shane Johnson, Marshall Harris, Raymond Bell, and John Dubois are either out or still very much in the pits after a long series of repairs. A lot of unfortunate racing and just bad luck here at Martinsville. These Cup cars are very loose at the best of times. I've experienced that firsthand, even at places like Daytona where they run rampant. These cars are really, really loose through these slower speed tracks, and they can be very hard to handle, especially at these lower speed tracks when you have to use a lot of heat to keep them going, get the tires hot, get the brakes hot. We're lap 151 of 180. We have 29 laps to go. We are green flag once again. Number 85 taking off completely from the number 71 of Dylan Smith. Smith running a little wide towards the back. Let's take a look at that a little bit. Ethan Dietrich has taken the place from him. He's taken second. Good save from Devin Black. That was a very close save there. If that was him, I hope that was him. Somebody just slid all over Heckin' Creation there. Very close shave on that inside curb. You gotta watch that curb. You clip that too hard and you are just up and over. This track is very hard to drive these cars on, as I was saying before. And we are under caution again. Thaddeus Friel, Brennan Carroll, and Ethan Farless have all crashed. Number 98 car. Early on the brakes, locks him up, slides just to the wrong point on the racetrack. Let's see what happened with Brennan Carroll. Number 78 car, coming up behind the 98 is my guess. Trying to get that car slowed up. Lot of luck. Kept it clean. What's happened to Ethan Farless? Number 28 car, seeing the wreck in front of him. Comes to a stop, just behind them. Trying to make sure that, you know, obviously he doesn't become collateral damage. Going back live here. Number 5 car getting the wave around on the outside. Lucky dog. Timothy Cotton is the last car still in the race. In the last position. He is 20 laps down. Some very, very unfortunate racing here tonight for a lot of people. A lot of great cars and great drivers have just had a series of bad luck. That is just the way it goes sometimes here, especially in Martinsville. There are now only 7 cars, on the lead lap. Raymond Hanneman in first, Ethan Dietrich in second, Dylan Smith in third, Landon Norris in fourth, Thaddeus Friel Jr. in fifth, Devin Black in sixth, Brennan Carroll in seventh. Lapped cars are Nathan Emerson in eighth, Stony Brinfield in ninth, Josh Ryder in 10th, Ethan Farless in 11th, Timothy Cotton in 12th. And everybody behind him are either out or still in the pits for repairs as we come around one more time for green flag.
Green, green, green.
A lot of stacking, huge dings and dents. I'm all for stacking the field up, but that may have been a little much with 22 laps to go. Then again, it's still anybody's race, and Timothy Cotton and Josh Ryder have crashed.
Caution, yellow
Huge,
flag.
huge punt from the 1 into the back of the 4. And the number 5 car, oh, gets spun. Number 5 car here must have just been collateral damage from the 4. 4 spins up and takes him out. Very, very unfortunate. Ethan Farless is out of the race. Very unfortunate. Let's see if we can get Ethan up in here. Talk to him for a little bit. Does not appear he is on Discord in a voice room either. Unfortunate. At least not one that I can see. Raymond Hanneman leading the way. Ethan Dietrich in second. Landon Norris in third. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in fourth. Devin Black in fifth. Brandon Carroll in sixth. Dylan Smith in seventh. Stony Benfield in eighth. Those are your top leading cars on the lead lap. Nathan Emerson in ninth. Josh Ryder in 10th. Ethan Farless in 11th. Timothy Cotton in 12th. Shane Johnson, Marshall Harris, Raymond Bell, and John Dubois are out. Once again, a lot of very unfortunate racing here tonight. A lot of great cars have just been taken out. There is Ethan. As we come back towards the green flag,
Green, green,
we're
green.
racing once again with 17 laps to go. Let's see really quick if we can pull Ethan up in here. And he's disappeared. Oh well. Unfortunate. You're not under, oh, there you are. Hello, Ethan. Hello?
Oh, there you are.
There we go. How are you doing, Ethan? A lot of unfortunate racing there for you tonight, but how do you think it really went?
I mean, we'll never know how
Hang on here, I need to turn you up.
horrible. Yeah, my brakes were horrible the whole race. At the start of the race, it was touchy. It would lock up on the slightest touch. Toward the middle of the run, it wouldn't brake at all. That's one of the incidents I caused. I was just not braking, and then all of a sudden, it didn't brake at all. The other direction, so it was just a nightmare of a night for sure.
Well, unfortunately, that's Martinsville for a lot of these race cars, especially these new generation Cup cars being so lightweight. They just throw around and they bounce all over the place. Once you lose those cars on the corners, you can't catch them. It's all over.
If I had a little bit more capital, I would definitely think of investing after this race. So that's definitely going to come in consideration after tonight. I really feel bad for the people I did get caught up in, but I'm glad that I was able to stay out of the way for the most part. Sad how it ended. Sad, unfortunate that other drivers were damaged during the race by my hand, but definitely was not intentional. Just hanging on for dear life the whole night.
Well, unfortunate racing for you tonight. Thank you for talking with us tonight. Well, we'll hope to see you and whoever is racing tomorrow night in the Wild West Racing League, televised here on the Fearless YouTube channel, and hopefully we'll see some better results tomorrow.
I cannot wait for tomorrow. It's going to be a very exciting race. Also, next week's going to be really exciting. We'll be racing the All-Star race here in the Josh Wright Racing League at Charlotte. So be sure to tune in, all you fans. That will be a tremendous show. Me personally,
That'll
I
be
am
a
fan of
fan-
Charlotte,
The yellow
and
flag
I
is
race
out.
Arkansas.
We're caution under once again. Yes, of course, the race at Charlotte is always a good time. Thank you, Ethan. We hope you had a good night anyway, and we hope to see more of you later on this season.
See you later, buddy.
See you later. Alright, folks, we're back once again under yellow flag. Let's take a look at what's happened. Dylan Smith seems to have had an accident. Number 71 car. Backwards on the front stretch. Let's take a little further look back. Sliding off the turn 4. Let's go back even further. This is 71. Cooking those brakes into turn 3. Gets on the power a little too early and spins out, coming out of 4. Kept it off the wall. Almost backed into traffic a little bit, but that's okay. Overheated the tires and just spun out once again. Don't worry, buddy, it's happened to the best of us. Going back live. Once again, Raymond Hanneman still leading. Ethan Dietrich making up 12 places to be up in second place. Landon Norris in third. Stoney Benfield back from a lot of really big ones. I personally thought that might have been kind of it for him tonight. That is an amazing comeback. He's only lost 3 positions, having started from pole tonight. Devin Black in 5th. Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 6th. Nathan Emerson, Brennan Carroll in 8th, in 7th, making up 8 places. Nathan Emerson in the pits in 8th place. Dylan Smith is down in 9th after that last wreck. Josh Ryder in 10th. The number 5 car down 5 positions. Jumping back with our leaders. One to go this time by. 5 laps to go in the race. Let's see if they'll survive that long. 25 desperately trying to get some extra heat into those tires as he blips out of existence and comes back. A lot of damage to his nose, but we'll see how it goes from there. Number 85, Raymond Heineman, once again leading off of turn 4 as we restart here at Martinsville. Big push from the 25 as they head into turn 1. Everybody running kind of single file. Nobody really wanted to take any more risk than they have to. Number 7 car back there is pulling out, running up the inside underneath the 96. Huge move from him. He's back up to 3rd place with that move. Fantastic job from the 7 car tonight, especially after getting down a few laps, and now he's back up to 3rd with 3 to go. Looking further back in the field, number 98 of Thaddeus Friel Jr. running a little bit wide there, but that's okay. Just keeping it on the concrete of the inside line. Running that car nice and hard. Trying to get these tires and the brakes to warm back up. As they run down towards turn 3, Raymond Hanneman taking the white flag, 1 lap to go, coming back no matter what. That number 25 has a good chance of getting him. Gets a good run off of turn 2. I don't think he's got it though. Whoa, 25 running a little hot into turn 3, but that is going to be your race. The Pro Tool Solutions 180 at Martinsville goes to Raymond Hanneman in the number 85 Ford Mustang. Fantastic race. Second place, of course, to Ethan Dietrich. 3rd is Stoney Benfield, Landon Norris in 4th, Devin Black in 5th, Thaddeus Friel Jr. in 6th, Brennan Carroll in 7th, Nathan Emerson in 8th, Dylan Smith 9th, 10th of Josh Ryder, Timothy Cotton in 11th, Ethan Farless in 12th, Shane Johnson 13th, Marshall Harris 14th, Raymond Bell in 15th, and John Dubois in 16th, out from a lot of damage early on. Congratulations to Raymond Hanneman. We'll see if we can get him in here later after he does his little burnouts here. Fantastic job from him. That was an awesome race. He had a lot of pace early on and just kept the car clean and kept it going. That is fantastic job from him. Absolutely amazing work tonight. That was simply awesome. And he's gonna burn the whole track down while he's at it. He enters the pits after a celebration. Fantastic race tonight here at Martinsville. We hope you've enjoyed. This has been the Fearless Broadcasting booth. We will hope to have some of our drivers here in the broadcast booth with us shortly, and it seems that Stony Benfield wants to join us. Stony Benfield, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
Yes, sir, Pat. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing well.
Very good race tonight. You started on the pole, obviously. A lot of big wrecks and stuff from you. A lot of unfortunate moments. But you seem to have clawed back to a respectable third place. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, if we could have got some green flag laps under us, we didn't run over 10 laps probably at one time during the whole race, so it's hard to, when you get behind, to make up time. But hey, man, we'll take a third place finish.
Of course, of course. Very good job from you tonight. That Ford Mustang was really hot through a lot of the race. You just kept coming back through the top 10. You weren't on my leaderboard. You weren't not on my leaderboard, excuse me. Sorry, I English very goodly tonight for some reason. But very good job from you tonight. And we hope to see you do more of it next week.
Yes, sir, buddy. I appreciate it. I want to thank Jesus Christ. He's on my hood. I'm a Christian. I'll preach the gospel tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Thank Cook's Tree Service and NC811.org for our sponsorship.
Thanks to all of them for making all of this happen. Thanks to the wonderful Lord himself, and we hope to see you next week.
Take care, buddy. Appreciate it, Pat.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too, man.
That was Stony Benfield after finishing in third place in the number 7 Ford Mustang. Brendan Carroll is in a waiting room up here. Let's see if he wants to talk. Jump into another room. Brendan Carroll, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
I've got you loud and clear.
Lot of really interesting racing tonight. A lot of wrecks. How do you feel about some of it coming from 7th place?
Well, after starting 9 laps down because I missed the start of the race, I will gladly take a 7th place finish after that.
I don't blame you for that. That was a fantastic race. Finishing in 7th, making 8 places up. That was a fantastic show from you. Got caught up in a lot of some of the smaller wrecks, but I think you kept it pretty clean for the most part. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, and I'd just like to say a shout out to my teammate Stoney for finishing 3rd.
Yep, we just talked to him. He was very happy with his 3rd place finish.
Well,
Is there anything you'd like to say before we sign off for the night?
I just wanted to thank all my team sponsors, VidHubGo, oh my god, I'm blanking out. LP24 Clothing and HitchGo.
All right. Well, we hope to see more from you next week. Obviously, we'll be back here same time next week. I don't know what's next on your guys' calendar, but I'm sure it'll be another great week of racing at Charlotte, actually. That's what it was, because I was talking to Ethan Farless earlier. It'll be Charlotte for the All-Star race here. I wish you best of luck.
I'm looking forward to that.
Aren't we all? Charlotte's always a great time to be racing. Well, you take it
Well, thank
easy,
you.
and we'll hope to see you next week.
Okay.
Dilly, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
Hey, what's up, Pat?
Not much.
Copy, man.
How do you
doing?
feel about tonight's race? I know it was a little rough out there tonight.
It was definitely rough. I led a restart at one point, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's always a good
But,
time when you can do that.
You know, I ended up with a 9th place finish. I was a lap down, so that doesn't feel the best after I pit
Of
for some
course, of
tires
course.
at the end there, and yeah, that's just kind of how it ended up for me. Spun myself out there.
Well,
Trying
that
to
at the end
push
of the
way
day,
too
that's
hard.
also just Martinsville. So, of course, we understand that. It's basically a flat track out there, but it's all asphalt and concrete, so it doesn't make any grip.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, man. First start in this league, so I'm excited for.
Well,
what is next week,
congratulations
Charlotte,
on a
the
top
All-Star
10.
race?
Yes, Charlotte is the All-Star race next week. So, if you're racing there, we hope to see you, and hopefully you'll be on the top step of the podium.
All right, sounds awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you for having a minute with us. Hope to see you later.
Yep, see you, Pat. Thank you.
Raymond Hanneman, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. How copy?
Got a copy.
Everybody's very quiet for me. I'm sorry. How are you doing tonight? Big win for you tonight in that number 85 Ford. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. No, I'm doing pretty good. This is definitely not one of my strongest tracks. I'm definitely have a lot to do, have a lot to work on, really. I know I got fastest lap, and I think I led the most laps tonight. But even then, like it was definitely challenging. It wasn't the easiest. I know there's a lot of drivers out there that were able to hold the line pretty well. Like Benfield was very strong with his P1 qualifying, and pretty sure it was Landon was up there, Emerson was up there, the 25 car too. I forget the name of that driver, but a lot of the newer drivers that popped in there, I wasn't expecting what skill they brought, because we haven't driven them before, right? So it was definitely difficult, especially at the start of the stages there. But clean air definitely helped, and staying in front was the main key thing tonight.
Well, once again, congratulations on a big win tonight. You fought a lot of really good drivers out there. That 25 of Ethan Dietrich and Stony Benfield in the number 7 Ford. Those are some fast cars. What do you think? What do you think they had that you didn't?
I don't even know. Like I was shipping to third. Some people were staying in fourth. I was staying in fourth for the longer runs, but I think the cautions, the amount of cautions we did have, really slowed down the pace to make those green flag runs. I think it would have been a little bit different if we had more of a green flag run in the stages and whatnot. So it's hard to tell. Near the end though, going single file, I think it did kind of space us out a little bit more, so I was able to keep those older tires. I saw some people pitting for tires and whatnot. I don't know if they're doing 2 or 4, but definitely just wanted to keep the clean air, because I knew restarts were going to be a little tricky near the end of the race there, and glad it worked out at the end of the day. So.
Well, once again, congratulations, and thank you for spending a little bit of time with us here at the booth. We hope to see more of you next week at Charlotte for the All-Star race.
Awesome, thank you. Just a quick shout out to all the sponsors, the girlfriend for helping out tonight, and also being there for race control. I got to thank Eternal Racing, all the boys over there for helping out with the program, for iRacing side of things, making sure that we're good to go for the oval guys. I got to thank Tyler Manning Designs for the awesome paint scheme. It's a one-of-one replica of my actual IRL car, so it's nice to be driving something I drive in real life. I got to thank iStats, Boost the North, Silver Tune Performance, pretty much everyone over there on the car as well. So thank you for coming out for the first time doing a broadcast, which I appreciate, and all the competitors.
I apologize if you watch it back and your disappointment, I'd understand. So, first day glitches, so let's hope it wasn't too bad.
No, you're good, honestly. And we're, I mean, some of these times too, like even it is your first time on the broadcast, and I'm excited to watch it back and see all the fun action throughout the field as well, and because the competitors put a good show on for the fans tonight, and that's what I really appreciate.
All right, well, thank you for your time. We hope to see you again next week.
Awesome, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That was our race winner, Raymond Hanneman. Landon Norris, how copy?
I copy well. I hear you.
A lot of real rough racing out there tonight, but still respectable 4th place. Not gaining any positions, but not losing any either from your start. What do you think kept you up towards the front of the pack for the majority of the night?
Well, I always prioritize consistency over pace, so I believe that's what's really gotten me there tonight. But yeah, they don't call it the madhouse for no reason. So, I mean, also a little bit of luck in there as well.
That always does seem to help. Is there anything you'd like to say before we sign off for the night?
Well, I mean, congratulations to my competitors for first and second, third, and good race to all my fellow drivers out there. I understand that while it was a less than optimal race, but I'm just glad everyone had fun. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Norris Concrete, Performance Auto Center, um, Dynamite Trailers, and Double A landscaping, and yep, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, thank you for your time tonight. We hope to see you again at Charlotte for the All-Star race, and best of luck next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Timothy Cotton, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. How copy?
Copy.
A lot of unfortunate racing for you tonight, a lot of big crashes. What do you think kept you in the back of the pack for so long?
Honestly, just a tough crowd tonight. I tried my best. First time playing this track, actually. That's probably why. Didn't get very much practice.
Unfortunate, but it seems to be the way it goes at Martinsville as well, since plenty of your competitors seem to have had equally similar nights.
Yeah, that's true, but, you know, being 30 laps down and everybody else seemed to be at the front of the pack, you know, it was just a lot harder for me. But I plan to improve a little bit.
Well, we appreciate you being a great competitor out there tonight. Again, a lot of unfortunate moments for you, but we hope that you still had a great race, and obviously we wish you best of luck for Charlotte next week with the All-Star race. Is there anything you'd like to say before we sign off for the night?
First thing I'd like to say is congratulations to all the competitors. Next week, I'll be back out there, and hopefully I'll be in front.
All right, well, thank you once again. We hope you had a great night tonight regardless of your results, and hopefully we get to see more of you at Charlotte next week.
All right.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the time we have for interviews tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the live stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. We will be back tomorrow night on the Fearless YouTube channel with the Wild West Racing League and their truck series at the Rockingham Raceway. We hope to see you then, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.